Welcome to this Python tutorial on string handling. In this video, we will be diving deeper into the world of string manipulation and showing you some of the most commonly used functions and methods for working in string in Python. We'll cover everything from the basic string creation and manipulation to more advanced techniques for formatting and manipulating strings. Whether you are a just beginner or just getting started with Python, or an experienced developer looking to add some new skills to your toolbox, this video will provide you with a solid foundation for the working with string in Python. We'll start with the basics and work our way to more advanced concepts. So even if you are new to the programming, you will be able to follow along with that, learn something new, right? So further, let's get started, learn how to handle the string in Python like a pro. Okay, let's get started. Okay, the first method I can try with the length method. Yeah, so in that method, you can just pass the string as an argument inside the length method. It will be return the count of that string actually. So this function return the length of string actually. And the next part, that uppercase and the lowercase, so it will be converting the string to upper and lower. So this method returns the string in uppercase, and a lower method used for convert the string in lowercase actually. Let me show some example. So if I use the uppercase, so it will be printing like that, and if I use lowercase, so it will be print like that actually. So that next part, that replace method. So this method replace all the occurrence of the old substring with a new substring actually. Let me show that example. Okay, so in that example, string hello world I can enter, and a string.replace I just replace with the world with the Python. So the output will be a hello Python like that actually. And the next part, it's a split actually. This method splits a string into a list of substring based on the specified separator, right? So this method mainly used for converting the string to array actually. So that's why they mainly using the most of the developers. So in that part, I just hello world. In that there is a no one separator is there, so I just use a space. So if I just calling the string dot split and along with that separator, so it will be printing like that actually. So we will get the string as a array actually. And the next part, it's a find method actually. This method returns the index of first occurrence of the substring, or -1 if it is not found, right? So let me show, and so the string sample hello world along with the string dot find is the world actually. So if the world, that method is find the world in that string, it will be return the index number actually. So this index I find the world string actually. That means the world word. So if not found, it will be written -1 actually. And that next part, join actually. This method joins all the elements in the iterable actually, like list, tuple, array, whatever, right? So it will be joining all the elements in the iterable with the string, which is called using as a string, the separator, right? So let me show some example, and you will get some better understand. So the split will be converting the string to array, right? But this join will be converting the array to string actually. That means the reverse engineering, right? And the next part starts with actually. So this method returns true if the string starts with the specified substring, or else it will be return the false, right? So like same that, for example, let me show. So in that example, there is a hello world is there, right? So in that hello world, if that string start with hello, it will be a true. if it is the string not start with the hello, it will be written the false, right? So that's why the condition level checking, they are using that start with function. And the next function, end with, this method returns true if the string ends with a specified substring or false otherwise, right? So that same scenario, let me show another example. So in that there is a string, and this string end with world, so it will be a true. Otherwise, if it is not end with the world, so that would be a false, obviously, right? And that next part is num actually. So this method returns true if the string is alphanumeric. That means contains only letters and numbers, and false otherwise, obviously. So let me show some example. So I can just type hello 123. I can just check is a number method. So in that string there is a number, is there, right? So then it would be a true, otherwise it will be a false. There is no number inside the string, it will be written the false. And that next method is alpha actually. So this method returns the true if the string contains only the letters, otherwise it's false, right? So if the string contains any numbers, so it would be a false. If the string contains only letters, it would be a true. Let me show example. So string hello is there. So if it is check the alpha is alpha, so it would be a true. And that next part is digit actually. So this method returns true if the string contains only digits, otherwise false. So most of the Python string handling function very easy to understand that. So that's why okay, if your string is fully number or some floating values in a string format, so it will be written as a true, otherwise it will be a false. Let me show example. So string 123, so it's a digit, so it should be a true, right? And that coming to the next level, so the next part is a strip method. So this method removes any leading and trailing whitespace characters like spaces and tabs and new lines from the string, right? So let me type. So yeah, so I can give some 3 spaces front and 3 spaces back. So if I just strip that output is just, it will be trailing that white spaces or tab spaces or new lines, like whatever. So it will be a stripping actually. And so this is a strip method. And lstrip, so this method, that next method is lstrip. So this method removing any leading white space characters, like same as space, tabs, new lines from the string. So it will be removing from the left side actually. So let me show, that's why it's a lstrip. And there is another function also right strip, so it will be checking from the right actually. So see, it will be removing that left side. And rstrip, the next method, so rstrip, it will be removing that trailing that white space characters from the right side of string actually. Let me show same example, you can better understand on that. So string, and I can give 3 spaces both of the side. If I call the rstrip, it will be removing that right hand side actually. And that next method is format actually. So format method, it's this method allows you to that embedded the placeholders in a string actually, and replacing them with the values at the runtime. So if you need to change the string values in the runtime, so the best option, you should use that format method actually. So that same as it's it will be replacing the values in the runtime, placeholders marked by the curly braces, right? So let me show that same example. So name John, age 30, and string, I can just put here my name is and empty curly braces and curly braces, curly braces years old. So I just call string and format name age, so that output should be my name is John and I am 30 years old, right? So the next part is capitalize method. So this method returns the copy of the string its first characters will be capitalized and the rest of the thing it's a lowercase, right? So let me show example. So that's why we use that capitalize. So it will be change the first letter as a capital word, and a center method. The next part is center method. This method returns the centered version of the string padded with the specified characters. Default should be a space, but to specified by width actually. Let me show some example. Yeah, so the string is hello and a string center of 10. So the output should be, it will be trailing with the empty it will be padded with the specified spaces, along with it would be placed as a center level actually. So that's why they use the center method. And the next method is count method. So this method runs the number of non-overlapping occurrence of the substring in the string, right? Let me show some example. So in that example you can see that hello world, hello Python. So I just count the string of hello, it would be written the 2. So that's why we mainly use the count method. So it would be saving a lot of time to the looping that words and counting the values actually. And the next method is encode actually. So this method returns the encoded version of the string using the specified whatever that encodings like UTF-8 and ASCII and a binary like that actually. So let me show some example. So in that hello world, if I give that encode UTF-8, so it will be converting as a UTF-8 format. That means the bytes format actually. And yeah, and the next part will look into that extend tabs actually. So it's pretty new string handling function in Python, extend tabs. So this method replaces the tab characters in the string with spaces actually. So using this specified tab size, default to be a 8 actually. Let me show some example. That same hello world with the tab space is there, right? So I can just call that expand tabs. There is a T is there, right? So that T will be replaced by the space. So that's why I mainly used that obviously, right? And the next part, it's a swap case. So this method returns the copy of the string with all uppercase characters converted to the lowest case, and the same as vice versa, right? So let me show. Okay, so if I run that, so hello world is there, so it will be oppositely converting actually. If it is capital letter is there, it will be converting as a small letter. If it's a small letter is there, it will be converting as a capital letter, like same vice versa, right? And that next method is zfill actually. So the zfill method returns the copy of the string left padded with a specified number of zeros to the specified width actually. That same as what is that center, right? So it will be filling with spaces, right? That zfill, it's fill with the not spaces, it fill with the zeros actually. Simply says, let me show. The string hello is there, and string.zfill 10, so it will be filling with that 0 and hello, so it will be point like that actually. Hope you guys, so these are the string manipulation functions available in Python. With these tools you will be able to manipulate the strings with ease. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, and for more videos keep subscribe my channel and share it to your friends, colleagues. Yeah, thank you all. Cheers. Bye.